નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Good morning, everybody. Dear students, today we are going to learn chapter 8 trigonometry in this fundamental trigonometric identities. So, for fundamental trigonometric identities, there are three basic identities. Let us see. For this, in triangle ABC, angle B is a right angle. Therefore, according to Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. So, in this triangle, B is a right angle. Therefore, according to Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, where angle A is theta. So, with respect to this angle, opposite side is BC, adjacent side is AB, and hypotenuse is AC. So, keeping in mind first identity, here according to Pythagoras theorem, we have seen AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now, dividing each of these terms by hypotenuse, that is AC square, square of hypotenuse, that is AC square. We get AB square upon AC square. As we have learned trigonometric ratios, AB adjacent side upon AC is hypotenuse. So adjacent upon hypotenuse is cos theta. Therefore, here as it is square, we say it is cos square theta. Similarly, BC square upon AC square. So BC is opposite side and AC is hypotenuse. So BC square upon AC square, opposite upon hypotenuse square, and that is called sin square theta. That is equal to AC square upon AC square is equal to 1. So we get this first basic identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Let us go for second identity. Here the second identity for this, again using Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now, dividing these all the terms by AB square, adjacent side. Let us divide each of these by AB square. So we divide by AB square. So here, on dividing by AB square, we get first AB square upon AB square is equal to 1. Then BC square upon AB square. So BC is opposite side and AB is adjacent side. So opposite side upon adjacent side, that is tan theta. So here it is a square is there. So we will get tan square theta is equal to AC square upon AB square. So here AC square is hypotenuse and AB square is adjacent. So hypotenuse upon adjacent is called sec theta. So here we will get sec square theta. So this is the second fundamental identity. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Then we will go for third identity is again using Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now dividing by BC square, that is opposite side, we get AB square upon BC square plus BC square upon BC square is equal to AC square upon BC square. Therefore, AB square upon BC square. Now, AB is adjacent side and BC is opposite side. So, adjacent side upon opposite side is equal to cot theta, and therefore we will get here cot square theta plus BC square upon BC square is equal to 1. And then here next AC square upon BC square. So AC is hypotenuse and BC is opposite side. So hypotenuse upon opposite is cosec. Therefore here we will get cosec square theta. So now this is the third fundamental identity. Cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cosec square theta. So these are the three basic identities, trigonometric identities. Now let us see the various forms of these three identities. Now I am rubbing this and let's proceed for different forms of these three identities. Here, first identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So from this we can get, suppose if you want sine in terms of cos, then we will get sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Therefore, we get sin theta is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square theta. Similarly, also we can have sin theta is equal to under the root 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta using a square minus b square identity. So these are the different forms. For this, one more identity here, 1 plus tan square theta, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So here also we can have tan in terms of sec theta. So here for this identity, here tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1, and therefore we get tan theta is equal to square root of sec theta minus 1, and this can be written as using a square minus b square identity again. Tan theta is equal to under the root sec theta minus 1 into sec theta plus 1. Same way we can proceed for third identity, that is cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cosec square theta. This also can be represented here. Cot can be represented in terms of cosec. Third identity is here cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cosec square theta. So now cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta minus 1 on subtracting 1 on both the sides, and then taking square root we get cot theta is equal to cosec square theta minus 1, and therefore we can have cot theta is equal to under the root using a square minus b square identity, we can have cosec theta minus 1 multiplied by cosec theta plus 1. So here we got this identities in terms of cosec, cot in terms of cosec, tan in terms of sec, sine in terms of cos. Similarly, cos also can be represented as in terms of sine, because from this we can have cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta, and that is equal to 1 minus sine theta multiplied by 1 plus sine theta. Therefore, we can have cos theta is equal to under the root we can have 1 minus sine square theta. This can also be written as under the root 1 minus sine theta multiplied by 1 plus sine theta. Similarly, we can go for this identity 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So for this also we can write sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, and so this can be written as sec theta minus tan theta, sec theta minus tan theta multiplied by sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 1. Similarly, we can go for this identity also, cot square theta plus 1 is equal to cosec square theta. So 1 is equal to cosec square theta minus cot square theta, or cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So using a square minus b square identity, we can write like this: cosec theta minus cot theta and cosec theta plus cot theta is equal to 1. So this way we can go for this all the three basic fundamental identities. So next time we will discuss regarding illustrations using these basic fundamental trigonometric identities. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.